they've got pieces of memorabilia, they've got their discharge books, they're showing all of the connections are still live and well. And the connection is so authentic, and 175 years since the company was founded, 3-ship fleet, the largest ships ever to come up the Mersey, and just look at the crowds. It's fantastic.
What do you think Sir Samuel Cunard would say right now if he was here today and looking on the results, the fruits of his labour?
So Sir Samuel is a very modest man, very understated, but I think he'd be smiling.
Do you get the sense that Cunard didn't just live through history, but it made history in its own way, really revolutionised the travel across the Atlantic?
It did so. July the 4th, 1840, our first ship, Britannia, established scheduled crossings across the Atlantic to what was then the New World. And every year since, in times of peace and war, we have maintained that transatlantic service. Many ships, Cunard ships, served in the war. We lost 20 ships in the First World War alone, through to the magnificence of the QE2, the most famous ocean liner ever built, through to the magnificent 3 ships of the current fleet.
And Angus, can you tell us a little bit about the 3 ships and the flagships vessels in the current fleet?
So Queen Mary II is the largest, grandest, widest, tallest, fastest ocean liner ever built. 151,000 gross tons, carries 2,600 passengers, 1,300 staff, and she has everything from a planetarium to a 3D cinema to a 3-tiered Britannia stateroom. The list goes on. We describe it as luxury on a grand scale.
I was doing a little bit of reading earlier on, and I learned that Charles Dickens was one of the first passengers on the RMS Britannia. But it's quite amusing, I thought, because he said the experience wasn't as luxurious as it is now. I think it cost him a handsome sum of £20, about £1,600 in our money. But he said the conditions were quite trying, so I guess things have changed since that time.
Luxury certainly wouldn't have been a word used to describe the cabins on board the first crossings, because it said originally they were set up just to carry the mail. Passengers gradually took over, and then towards the end of the 1800s and the beginning of the 1900s, with the start of the ocean liners, of the Mauretania, the Aquitania, they just revolutionised ocean travel and brought about this luxury and the descriptions of floating hotels.
Angus, really good to talk to you. Many thanks for your time. Well, there you have it. As you said, Colin, thousands of people here on Merseyside. You can see the vessels on both sides of the Merseyside. It is one of a number of events that have been taken on over the course of the year to mark the 175th anniversary of Cunard.
Well, thanks very much indeed, and thanks to our helicopter for taking some fantastic pictures from the Mersey today.